Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. Here are our top stories. NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. Also, tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. This program was brought to you by Gomorrah. Gomorrah. It'll be our secret.
Well, at least the NCR seems to be having a few good things going for it. Hey everybody, I'm TBGhunter, and welcome back to more Fallout New Vegas. Last time, we helped clear out Prim a bit of the convicts that escaped and made its way to there. We found out where our next goal is for where to find the guy who shot us in the head. And that goal is all the way out here towards Nipton. And then from Nipton, we gotta go all the way to Novak because that's where they were last seen. Now, the reason I'm all the way out at the Mojave outpost, if you haven't seen the last part, we're doing my kind of town, and I need to recruit the NCR to help defend the town of Prim. Now, the thing about this is, there are multiple turnouts, and you'll probably be seeing that in the alternates and extras that'll be coming at the end of the video. And the reason I'm doing the NCR, because some people who've done it, you know, the NCR doesn't seem that well. Actually, the outcome is pretty good, so let's head into the quarters and let's see if we can get them to help out. Hello, I'd like to make a request.
Caravan, citizen, pilgrim, or...
excuse me?
Just need something for the logbook, keeping tabs on traffic throughout the outpost. Although mostly just in, not out these days. If you're looking for the commanding officer, he's in the back. Although, he's got a lot on his plate, so if you speak with him, keep it short. Also, if you need any gear checked, we can get you up and running again. Once you fill out the work orders and sign for the parts, of course.
Well, for now, I'd like to talk about Prim.
Prim? Hayes units is stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts. What can I help you with?
Yeah, I gotta admit, it's seen better days.
It has. It was a promising trade town before the escape at the correctional facility. Lost a good bit of money at the Vicky and Vance.
Speaking of which, they need support there. Can you offer any?
I'd like to help. We can't spare any more units. We have to maintain a minimum headcount at the outpost. Orders from the west.
Well, you know, having Prim as a trade route under NCR control, it would help out the west.
I see the wisdom in that. I'll radio for a unit to head up to Prim and offer some additional support.
Now, if I didn't pass the border check, we'd have to do a little help around at the outpost. I do plan to do that because it's actually a pretty quick mission they want you to do. Why not get to know Mr. Knight?
Me? I'm Knight. Major Knight. I've been stuck
Mr.
here dealing
Major,
with these
potato,
caravans
potato.
for ages now, but somebody's got to do it.
Not an exciting life, is it?
It ain't so bad. If Caesar's Legion decides to push west through Nipton, old Mojave outpost here will be the front line.
Huh, interesting. Is there anything I can do around here?
Help? Oh, well, you could speak to Ranger Jackson. He might have something for you. He sort of runs things around here. Mostly ends up sending reports back west that aren't filled with the best news.
I see. Well, go find Mr. Jackson.
Hey.
Hello. Let's see. Jackson. Jackson, hello.
Looks like we got a new visitor in the old Brahmin pen. Not many people coming here in a hurry.
Wow, you sound just like the guy I got done talking
If you're
to.
passing through,
It's like this
you picked
game
a
only
bad
had a
time.
handful of voice
Road
actors.
north has gone to hell, and if I let a caravan through, they won't make it.
You seem like you have enough soldiers.
Soldiers, no. Recruits, yes. And the Mojave outpost has been ordered to have a standing force at the NCR perimeter at all times. So sending anyone out reduces the outpost's numbers, and would be in direct violation of my orders from back west.
Is the NCR sending any more troops?
Sending more troops, yes. To reinforce the outpost, no. Troops head through here on their way to McCarran, or to the front lines at Forlorn Hope. Or they're on leave, on their way to New Vegas to piss away their pay. All of them passing through.
You sound frustrated.
Frustrated? No, I have my orders. Signed and approved all the way up the chain from Kimball. And I understand the reasons. The outpost isn't a Legion target, yet. Not like Vegas or the Dam. But if the caravans get choked here, that's gonna bite NCR hard. Anyway, didn't mean to talk your ear off. Some days, just feel like more requisition forms and daily reports come across my desk than results.
Is there any way I can help out around here, or...
Help? Now look, I appreciate... you know what? Yes, I could use the help. And you look like you can handle yourself. I need to get the caravans moving again. That means clearing a path north. There's too much crawling the asphalt up the road to allow it.
Sounds like a deal.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Come back here when you're done. I might accidentally lose some supplies to pay you with.
And people wonder why you're losing the requisitions up here. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure I can find it in my heart to help these guys out. The NCR seem like a steady kind of folk, and you know what? They're good people. Not all of them, but you know what? A good number of them are good people. Trying to do the good thing. Definitely nothing like the Legion, so that's good enough for me. But for now, you know, we've been on the road for a long time. I think it's time we stop in here and get a nice drink. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet someone who's actually competent. Maybe we can offer a second gun. Who knows? Maybe we'll even find some good mods here.
New face in the outpost. Must have come from the north. So, what do you have?
What can you tell me about the outpost?
Not too much. A lot of caravans going nowhere. A lot of troopers going nowhere, too. Few prospectors here and there, but they don't do more than stink up the place. Everybody's backed up here. You'd think it'd be good for business, but most of the traders are tight with the caps, even the larger caravan outfits.
No, it's really hard to talk to you with that, what seems to be overly irradiated Nuka-Cola right back next to you. I think you need to throw those out. Well, what do you have to trade?
Take a look.
Take a look. It's in a book, A Reading Rainbow. Let's see. 5.56mm pistol. Too much. Baseball bats. Tempting. But it is a baseball bat. And I still have my trusty shovel. Mythic stim pack. Hunting rifle, match barrel. Decreases the spread. Interesting. I'll take the case. You're not selling it for anything. 12.27mm stacked magazine, laser sight. I don't think I need ammo for anything. Could take the, you know what, I'll take those energy cells, and let's see. I'll pay you with my NCR dollars. You know what? Take all of it! I don't need it. Hello? You look like someone who can hold her own in a fight.
Looking for trouble?
Nah, I'm just looking.
Well, keep those eyes up and turning, or I'll set them spinning. Got no time for gawkers, or anyone looking for something I ain't selling.
How about a drink?
How about a drink? How about a couple is what you mean. Drinking to forget, and it's only getting me mad instead. Whiskey always gets my temper up, now more than ever. Drinking used to cause all sorts of trouble back west. Before I punched enough people, that is. And they learned to lay low when the whiskey hit.
What are you trying to forget?
Lost my caravan heading north. The driver burned to ash. And they didn't even take the cargo, they just burned that too.
Shit, that's, that doesn't sound like raiders.
My guess is Legion. They're trying to cut NCR's supply line. And the Mojave outpost is proof.
Legion bastards.
Got us locked up tighter than a New Vegas virgin. No caravans in, out, and just try arguing with Jackson about it. Roads aren't safe, he says. No shit, you washed out old fuck-up. I didn't need a Brotherhood scribe to tell me that.
I've met him. Nice impression.
Yeah, he's been with NCR so long, all he can see is the worst outcome of everything. So he doesn't do anything. Jackson won't let me head north. It's not safe. And even though my caravan's gone, my caravan papers are keeping me here. So if you came here for work, my advice, go find the Crimson Caravan branch south of Vegas. They can help you out.
Interesting. Is there any work around here?
If you're looking to sign on with the caravan, no. Traders are bottled up tight here. Caravan works up north. Check with the Crimson Caravan, maybe. Gunrunners might have work. Wouldn't know for sure, though. Still, if you got a gun, guts, and feeling like going on patrol, might be some of the soldiers around here have work for you.
Well, thanks. Any other work?
I don't know. Seems to be a lot of attention on Nipton. Word is, one of the snipers in the nest on the roof spotted smoke from the east.
Sniper?
Yeah, her name's Ghost or something. Fucking scary. Ooh. Guess it's 'cause you'll never see her till you're dead. NCR and their goddamn nicknames. As if Caesar himself's gonna piss and run if he hears them. Anyway, go on and head up top. Ask her what's going on if you haven't already. I don't much give a shit.
You know, you seem like my kind of girl, Cass. I hope one day we can be best friends and go on adventures together and kill people. 'Cause you seem like someone who takes no shit, and I like that in a woman. Hopefully that didn't sound worse than I said it, but who knows. I've been known to say things that are worded badly.
You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. If you don't mind walking a bit. And your eyes are good.
Depends on the work.
I think there's trouble in Nipton. No traffic from there on the roads. While I can explain that away, the smoke from the town I can't. I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if they survived it. Might be powder gangers with all that smoke in the air. If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton Town Hall. Go there. Check it out. Let me know what you find.
Oh, why don't you go check it out?
Got my post. Don't think I wouldn't go too. If troubles hit Nipton, town's got enough camping spots to rack up some easy kills. Not about to have Jackson bust my ass again, though. Even if I came back with Caesar's head. Rather be sitting here than in a cell.
Alright, I'll do it.
Alright. Look at you. All fired up and ready to go. Wish the others around here had that kind of attitude. Listen, I don't want you getting killed for this. So if you head there and run into trouble, I'm asking for eyes and ears, not your life. Alright?
Oh, guess I got no other choice. And also, for a sniper, I gotta say, you must have the best eyes ever if you're a sniper and all you got is a freaking cowboy repeater. But we have a job now. We gotta head to Nipton. It's on our way, so I might as well go there. But for now, we are going to... Where is it? It is in my heart. We gotta clear out this to get the caravans running again. And it's literally right down there where that little junction is. So we'll head down there and, well, we'll see what's there and make it no longer there. Clever analogy, I know, but whatever. Let's see. What do I have that has plenty of ammo? Because I noticed it's going to get bloody. Cowboy repeater? Nah. 10mm? Not enough ammo. 9mm? Why do I have two submachine guns on me? Shotgun? Nah. Plasma rifle? That was my stim pack I wasted. That's why I hate Hotkeen stim packs so much. I get forgetful, and then all of a sudden, nope, all stim packs, you accidentally start using them, even though you didn't. I was pretty fun on health, but well. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh god, it's ants. Well, at least it isn't giant spiders. Giant ants I can take. Hell, any ant I can take. Thanks to seeing Ant-Man. By the way, that movie was amazing. I don't care what anyone says. It was still one of the better ones next to Guardians. Let's see. What the hell? What the... Whoa! Personal space, buddy. You might want to get out of my bubble.
Almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes. Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now.
Dude, you may want to back up a little bit. I can see the bags under your eyes. Alright, why were you following me, though?
It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on.
Uh-oh. This is getting you know what? Why didn't you say anything?
I had to make sure of your disposition. There's a lot of jumpy folks out there that'll shoot a man as soon as talk to him. Now that we're conversing, though, I can tell you what I know about those caps. There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war.
Treasure, you say?
Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
Do you collect these caps as well?
Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect them, I'd tell you the same. There's people out there so mad with the idea of treasure that they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those caps.
But where can I find more of these caps?
All over the place. The easiest place to find them is unopened bottles of sunset sarsaparilla. You'd think they'd all have been picked clean by now, but somehow, new bottles keep appearing in the machines. Some say it's old Festus that does it, hoping someone will finally collect enough caps to earn the treasure. Other than bottles, you'll just have to scavenge. You can find caps in the unlikeliest of places, and blue star caps are no exception.
AKA pretty much every location you'll always be able to find a cap somewhere. You mentioned someone named Festus. Who is that?
It's said that the treasure is guarded by a man named Festus, and he's the one who asked for the blue star caps. It's also said he's been around since the war, standing a lonely vigil, waiting for someone to come and take the treasure off his hands. That'll make him pretty damn old, but I've met a few people in my travels who claim they actually met him, and they weren't the lying type either.
Well, how do I know you're not the line type, and this is all just a ruse to get my caps, Also, why can't I just take normal caps and just, doodle a white star on it? Alright, well, what kind of treasure are we talking about?
No one knows. Money, weapons, water. It is, or maybe was, something of value, and that's enough to get people motivated.
Alright, well, thanks for the info.
Whoa!
And he's off! Also giant ants. Probably should focus on the giant ants. Where'd he go? And he's going. He's out of here. There's no way I'm gonna catch him. I could shoot him in the back, rob his corpse, but that's not me. After all, he seemed like a nice enough fellow. Also, but these ants, on the other hand, are not that nice. Oh wow, he really booked it out. I don't know if it's because my perception is not as good as it usually is, or maybe it's the fact that... Actually, what is my perception anyway? I forgot. It's at 6, but that's because of the hat. We'll have to keep an eye out for those caps. But for now, I got an infestation to deal with. And that is done. All we have to do is just kill a few ants and we're done. Now, we could go back to the Mojave outpost. However, we are going to want to go up to Nipton first. Because, well, Ghost gave us a little incentive to go there. But I want to go back to Prim real quick. And the reason I wanted to come back to Prim is because now that the NCR has troops back... Actually, wait. Where is... I gotta go to the NCR section, so probably gonna see you when I get back into the command tent. Sir, What the... Oh my god. You're our Lord and Savior! Here, oh. Alright.
Yeah?
Hey, guess what? I got you some support.
Yeah, I just got word of that. There's a squad of rangers standing by. Sergeant McGee will take over as sheriff, and the rangers will be his deputies. This town will be in NCR territory. This means that aside from protection, the citizens will also need to become registered NCR citizens and pay any appropriate and associated taxes.
Tell me about the troops that I sent over.
Roger. I'll radio them over now.
And with that, my kind of town is now finished. So now, unfortunately, with the NCR taxes, things are more expensive. However, now that it's open to NCR trading routes, the thing is, this actually gets a whole lot more items now in the store, which is actually one of the main reasons why you want to do it. If you want to, not have to worry about the money problem, then by all means go for the NCR, but what should I go for as my last two? I'll go medicine. But yeah, NCR is actually one of the better choices to go through from the three choices it gives you. I'll still be going over the other choices, of course, at the end, but for now, I'd still say stick with the NCR because in the long run, it's actually much better. But for now, let's head into Prim because actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait a bit. Probably gonna wait till dawn because I want business hours to open up. I'm pretty sure at midnight? Everyone was probably asleep, so 9 a.m. seems like a pretty decent time. So I want to go into here. Also, the body's still gone. That's nice. I thought they would have respawned him there. The reason I want to come in here is because...
Yeah. Heard it was you brought the law back to Prim, youngster. Hats off to you. A beagle has...
Oh, yeah. I want to talk to you about your robot.
That beat up old thing? What do you want to know?
Where'd it come from?
A courier dropped it off a couple of months back. I got it working for a little while, but the darn thing pooped out. I haven't been able to get it up and running again. I was hoping to use it for some courier work, but that ain't gonna happen.
Well, what is wrong with it?
Hell if I know. I don't think it's serious, but my tinkering days are long gone.
You mind if I try to fix it?
You're welcome to try. It's yours if you can get it working. If I had my way, I'd dump it in the scrapyard in Novak and be done with the damn thing.
Free robot. Also, we got the mark for Novak, and we also got the mission, Eddie, my love. But right now, I want to ask you something else, and that is, what do you have for sale?
Yep. On the other hand, I'm paying them NCR taxes, so now you've got to as well.
So yeah, now we got a bunch more stuff. If we did the NCR quest, he now sells a whole lot more stuff than he normally does. However, they're more expensive due to the taxes. So we got service rifle, I don't know. Junk food, lad's life, Patriot's cookbook, and... I'm tempted to get the Patriot's cookbook because I'm going to need it for a couple of missions later down the road. But I'm almost certain I'm going to be able to find a few free ones laying around, so... maybe later. I'll take the casings, small energy cells, an ammo box. Not seeing anything else. Actually, I'll take the 9mm rounds to refill that. And do you have 10mm? No, you do not. And I will sell my cleaver. I'll sell the plasma pistol, because I already got my better laser pistol. I'll keep the silenced pistol because it's good to have a silenced weapon on me. Cowboy repeater, Wow, that thing's in terrible shape. I may need to repair it back when I get to the Mojave outpost. I don't really need a 9mm. Well, you never know when a 9mm will come in handy. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'll find better pistols later down the road. Patagonia, Swell Gambler's hat, Vault 21 jumpsuit. I'm not seeing anything else that's really going to help me out in the long run or anything I want to really sell. Well, I guess I'll sell the whiskey. So there you go.
Another satisfied customer.
Let's see what this robot needs. Let's try and fix it. Some servos and gyroscopes need to be calibrated and replaced, but it looks as though the robot can repair 65 or higher. Alright, well, what if we examined it with science? A few primary electronic systems seem to be fully functional, and the redundant systems are all working. If you bypass some of the primary systems, and secondary systems should compensate and make some of the repairs easier. However, we need a science of 55 or higher to get it. Actually, what is my science? My science is at 46. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I think I got something that can make me a bit smarter, and my science will help. Let's see. Survival, guns. There we go. Grammar's Digest. Alright. I know robotics because I read a magazine. Run the bypass. Repair 35 or higher. I can do it. Can we fix it, gentlemen? Yes, we can! Wow, I fixed it really good. Look how high that thing's flying. Companion protocol begin. Eddie has been giving you the enhanced sensors perk. Now, the thing about Eddie is, as our first and foremost companion, he gives us the enhanced sensors perk, which I'll take a look at when we're done with the interface. He can also make, I call it a he, but it's mostly an Ed, but he's basically an ammo crafting bench. Which is good because you have one on the go, so you can break down millimeters, you can pretty much make any ammo you want from him. Even rockets. Wow. A conductor, some 50 magazines, and cherry bombs. That's all you need to make a warhead. Nails, just need some scrap metal. Interesting, interesting. But yes, we're gonna go to statics, we're gonna go to look at perks, enhanced sensors. While Eddie is a companion, the player can detect enemies at an increased range. Additionally, enemies will appear on the player's compass and can be targeted in VATS even while cloaked. So that's good to see. First and foremost, our new companion of the day, who's also actually one of my favorite companions in this entire game. He's actually also one of the most overpowered companions next to her. Anyone who plays the game knows who she is, and anyone who's played the games knows how much of a powerhouse she is. But for now, sadly, I think that I'm going to call it quits here, because we've done a good amount of stuff. We helped clear out the things for the caravans. We also got our first companion, but I think it's a good time to leave things off with also the alternates and extras I got to do for this. So, next time on Fallout New Vegas, we're going to be heading our way to Nipton to see if I can get any more things to wear off of me. Also to see what's going on with the town because it's gone dark. And hopefully make our way to Novak to find the son of a bitch who shot me in the head. But for now, I will see you guys later. There are two other outcomes to my kind of town, both having varying results and tasks to do alongside the NCR portion. The first, and to be honest, easiest solution is to make Prim Slim Sheriff. All you need to do is have 30 science to pass the check, which, to be honest, you should have at this point in the game. If not, using 3 fission batteries and 4 conductors will reprogram him.
Law enforcement protocols reinstated, partner. Initializing use of force authorization. Authorization found. Yeah!
The other and bit more lengthy solution to do this is to head off to the NCR correctional facility if you have decent reputation with the powder gainers, for obvious reasons, and look for a man named Mayers. Talk to him and he will say he needs a pardon to be the sheriff.
Be able to do things my own way. Due process has its place. Sometimes it's just a waste of time. I'll need to know that I'm not going to end up right back in prison. All right then. Guess I'll just make a quiet exit. No need for a goodbye.
So now you need to head all the way over to the Mojave outpost and talk to Major Knight about it. He will allow it if you pass a speech check of 30, have high NCR reputation, or just outright pay him 100 caps for the pardon.
All right. If his sentence was closing up, I can see about getting him pardoned. Prim is important to our trade up from California, so having someone there who owes us a favor, that couldn't hurt.
After that, just head back to Prim, talk to mayors, and you're all set. Now, each solution has a different outcome depending on who you choose. If you chose the NCR, the store will have more items, mod, ammo, etc. in stock, but at a higher price due to the taxes. If Prim Slim's chosen, then there will be no changes to the store items or price. And if you chose Mayors as the sheriff, every item in the store will be discounted. So it's up to you of whether you want nothing at all changed, discount, or more items. But that will do it for this alternate and extras, and I will see you all next time.